This is what's left of Gary Screw Bolt. The story started in 1911, when a group of corporate executives from the Pittsburgh Screw Bolt Corporation left Pennsylvania to expand their operations into the burgeoning steel city of Gary, Indiana. These factories were built within a year, and in 1912, production started up with 75 to 100 employees. In 1925, Gary Screw Bolt bought out a Chicago competitor called Continental Bolt Iron Works. Then in 1930, they acquired another competitor, the Hammond Bolt Nut Company. By the 1950s, the company had grown to employ over 900 workers. These foundations likely held up screw and bolt making machinery, like this one photographed in 1956 for the Gary Post-Tribune. The caption reads, "Screw and bolt workmen checking balance in large bolt making machine in which hot rods are headed, trimmed, pointed, and threaded. The machine turns out 25,000 to 30,000 bolts a day. The plant has 7 such machines." This one has the caption, "Girls packing nuts and bolts for shipment to customers. They pack, weigh for proper quantity, and label each box according to size." In addition to screws, bolts, and rivets, Gary Screw Bolt fabricated custom fasteners and specialty tools for industrial clients. We spent a lot of time in this blueprint room, where the prints and plans for custom instruments were drawn up.
It's the Schweitzer Corporation. Okay, 1981. It's okay to run.
In the 1980s, the Modulus division of RBS Industries purchased a number of screw manufacturing factories, including Pittsburgh Screw Bolt and Gary Screw Bolt. But Modulus quickly began to struggle in the growing international market. That's when the layoffs began. Modulus filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 1986. By the end of that year, Gary Screw Bolt was closed for good. All the machinery and equipment sold to liquidators.
closed and there was like pencils and stuff in there.
Oh, okay.
When I came here. Not really sure what they...
1925.
Yeah, this used to be like some kind of office thing. I'm not really sure what it was called. This big cool little finds.
3s and 5s. Oh, there's a 6.
Behind you.
Yeah.
The complex stood vacant and abandoned for about 15 years. Then it was purchased by the Gary Urban Enterprise Association. This charity-oriented business was able to buy the land and buildings tax-free. They took old donated clothes, the type of stuff that wouldn't even sell at Goodwill or Salvation Army, and they would shred and recycle them into new fabric and ship overseas. It sounded like a win-win for everyone involved, until a federal investigation revealed the nonprofit had turned into a complete scam. The executive director had purchased over 600 properties around Northwest Indiana and Chicago tax-free, and then started transferring them into other shell companies she'd created. The thing is, Gary Urban Enterprise Association seemed like a legit nonprofit until this person kind of gained power and reshaped the agency. Both the executive director and her financial manager served 6 years in prison for fraud, and Gary Screw Bolt was once again left wide open, but now with mountains of rotting clothes. The place has been a sort of graffiti museum for decades, but recently some artists have made a more concentrated effort to turn the place into a giant street art museum. Starting with all the empty spray cans that littered the floor, building installations with them, stacking and adhering them with silicone, then incorporating the empty silicone tubes into the sculptures as well, plus bricks, alcohol bottles, tires, any found object that kind of calls out to you as you walk past. we went ahead and added a tire pyramid to the museum's roster of site-specific found object sculpture.
These were the tanks that kept the oil for, what, for their machines?
I don't imagine.
Oh, wow.
Here comes the gears.
Yeah.
I've got some good shots of you. Climbed inside here before.
Oh, you have? See what it looks like. Oh, yeah. It, inside the boiler.
As a good clock picture.
Yeah, that is. These are huge boilers.
I guess it's where the shovel holds.
Yeah.